There's only one thing I love talking about more than fighting games, and that is the topic of money spending inside of fighting games. There's obviously been a lot of chatter, a lot of banter in regards to the overall transactions that you can make within the game itself. And I just wanted to take the time to look at it and talk about it and just kind of give my piece in regards to really whether or not these prices are justified, or people should be concerned about the practices that Riot is making with these cosmetics in 2x KO. Now, I'll be the first to admit I don't have a lot of money, which, to be honest, how many people really do? Times are tough and money's hard to come around, and companies seem to always want more of it. That's just the harsh reality we have to face. But nonetheless, here we are in a situation once again where it is a hot topic, and it probably will never not be a hot topic because that's just where video games have gone. That's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's just what it is. Companies are going to want more money. We have less of it, yet we give them our money anyway. And if we want companies to stop trying to put their hand in our pockets and take more money from us than we would really want to or are comfortable with spending, maybe stop spending money. Bit of a hot take. That's just to be a little bit more sadistic about it. Let's go ahead and approach this topic with a grain of salt, maybe play devil's advocate a little bit. There's a couple of things that we ultimately want to look at. First and foremost, how much do KO seals cost? The way 2x KO likes to do it, you get a little bit of a bonus every single time you get a higher tier in KO seals, whereas if you just spend a flat $5, you get 500 points. Hell, even $10. You just get a flat 1,000 KO seals. So no bonuses for $5 or $10, but anything beyond that, you are adding a couple hundred extra bonus KO seals, which obviously your best value at that point. You get $15 worth of KO seals if you spend $100. So from what I have experienced when it comes to the currency exchange and how much you get of something, this is probably a little bit less advantageous for you as the consumer compared to a lot of other games. So now obviously looking at the KO seals, the cost of it, it's pretty pricey, especially when you take into consideration the fact that, well, when you look at the skins, and if you do some basic math here, for 2,000 KO seals, you have the ability to purchase yourself a skin. And I mean, not just a skin. In this case, with Foreseen Yasuo, you have his legendary skin, you get a color for that, and you get some avatar cosmetics, which is just a robe, a sticker, and a player banner. So a little bit more than just a skin. But if you were to look at how much it costs with KO seals, if you wanted to buy specifically that skin, you would have to get at least $20. So you're spending $20 to get the skin. Sure, you'll get an extra 200 bonus KO seals, but realistically, that's not going to do anything. This is Riot's first shop that you can purchase things from. I mean, the game is still in early access, so there is not anything that you can purchase with just 200 KO seals. So you're just going to be sitting on that. Oh, and on top of that, you actually do get an additional 5 battle pass points, which, speaking of battle pass, the battle pass goes up to 76 levels. So, I mean, you buy that skin set, you get the skin, you get a couple of cosmetics, you get a couple of player card stuff, but you also get 5 levels to your battle pass, which I've probably only played about 8 hours myself into the early access. Not nearly enough, but I'm only at level 13, so it didn't take like a super long time. There's 97 days left as of the recording of my video here for this battle pass to end, so I'm sure I'll get there eventually. So going and buying skins in order to get an extra 5 points towards your battle pass, I mean, it's a nice bonus, but it's, you know, it's not difficult to get the battle pass level up, at least so far. So $20 per skin, just for the sake of comparisons. Multiverses, the cringy Nickelodeon crazy hybrid with all these other games, fighting game that was inspired by Smash Bros, heavily inspired. They also have their own store. They also have their own battle pass system. They have their own gallium system, their own KO seals, if you will. And just for the sake of comparing prices, $5 gets you 450. $5 gets you 500. Hey, you get 50 more than Multiverse. You get 1,000 gallium for $10. Wow, look at that. It's the same. But when you get into the bonuses, $20, 2,200. Whereas $20, 2,200, it's almost the same number. How about another comparison? Fortnite, V-Bucks. This game is free. It has its own battle pass. The first game to be innovative, to provide this kind of format in terms of making money. $9, 1,000 V-Bucks. Okay, you get about $100 more V-Bucks compared to you would KO Seals or Gallium. $23, you get 2,800 V-Bucks. Hey, you get like 500 V-Bucks for free. Really, these numbers are not far off. If anything, Fortnite is the most generous, and they actually do give you the most variety in terms of cosmetics that you can purchase. I mean, you know, you can buy things like a weapon, which is only 800 V-Bucks. So you know what? Those extra 500 points is kind of worth it. Like in this case for Jinx, for about, 1,500 points, or for Vi, 1,500 points, so about 15 bucks per skin. Well, you can go ahead if you wanted to and buy an emote for another 200 V-Bucks, right? So don't like that. A little jump scare there. So at least Fortnite has all the options where you can spend money on skin, and with a little bit of extra bonus V-Bucks you get, you can buy some other things. Well, 2xKO is still in its infancy, and we haven't been provided options like that yet. Let's not forget to mention that in typical other fighting games, instead of going with the battle pass system or with the microtransactions or for the cosmetics, you would actually instead have to buy the game just to even play it. And when new characters came out, you would then have to buy those characters just to play them. The closest thing that I can relate to, that I can explain, is my first love, the one that broke my heart and got away, DNF Duel. Even after buying the game for $50, not on sale, just $50 flat out, you would still have to pay $20 to get the season pass if you wanted to at least unlock all the characters. They didn't have a battle pass. There was no avatar customizations. There was no cosmetics. Nothing to give you like a virtual reward for the money that you spent. You gain nothing. You got access to the game for $50, and if you ever wanted to buy a character, that's $7 each. And well, the game came out in 2022. The first character didn't come out until, July 2023. It was a year later before we were able to get our first character. And since the release of Alpha Labs, we have already gotten 4 new characters: Teemo, Warwick, Vi, Jinx. We haven't had to pay a dime. There are games that will genuinely give you nothing, but you still had to spend $50 just to get into it. So when you look at fellow competitors, or just what the gaming industry as a whole is doing, this is nothing new. It's nothing new. Really, what it boils down to is your own self-control, which I'll probably get back to that at another point. So now looking at the big elephant in the room, the Arcane League of Legends bundle. $100 is what you have to pay if you want to get these arcane-based skins, which Riot is smart. They are capitalizing on the fact that Arcane as a TV series did so well. Why would you not, as a fan of the series, want to get these new designs along with everything else that this bundle gives you? Because it's not just these skins and all these variations of the skin. You also have the ability to have variations of these variations by doing this special input during the load screen when you're going into a match, which removes Echo's masks, or takes off Vi's jacket, or puts Jinx's hood down. So really, I mean, how many skins are you ultimately getting for this price? And then on top of that, you still get all of the avatar cosmetics for all the characters. You also get all the stickers, and with no extra cost, the champion tokens necessary to unlock the rest of the champions for the rest of the year. In fact, probably even beyond that. Plus, you get KO seals, more than enough in order to buy the special battle pass, to get the special Warwick skin, and pretty damn near max out your battle passes levels if you get the ultra battle pass and that $100 bundle. Really, guys, ultimately what it bundles down to, if you got the funds to spend the money on the game or not, that is up to you to do. Am I gonna say that it's not at all a bit predatory, that in order to get the 3,500 KO seal battle pass bundle, you can't just go and spend $35. You can't just spend $30 and get the extra 500 points. No, you have to spend $40, spend 3,500 and have 1,000 points left, you then can't spend it on anything. There's nothing else. You just sit on it. I'm not going to say that that's not at all a little slimy, but comparatively speaking, you guys, this is not the first game to do it. It's really up to you if you want to pull your wallet out and spend the money on these things. The way that you just have to look at it is they gave you this fantastic product for free. They now provide you the option that if you want to support the game, you could do so in a financial sense, and you get some digital goods in return. And this is not even the worst value I've ever seen in games. I mean, look at Valorant, look at League of Legends. There is genuine $500 skins you can buy in League of Legends. No one in their right mind will do it, but guess what? People have. And if you love the game and if you love the company and you love what they're producing enough, you just might do it if you think the skin is cool enough. Otherwise, we don't need to be making a fuss about it. Will I be buying this bundle? Probably, as a birthday gift for myself. In my book, Riot has been doing a great job. They put a lot of effort into this game. And well, the fact that I didn't have to spend $50 just to get in like I did with DNF Duel, I think we're eating pretty good. But again, you don't have to buy these. It's not necessary. It's not pay to win. Like when you buy a character in a fighting game, that feels pay to win, because a lot of the times what they'll do is they'll release a character, pay $10 to get them. They're extremely overpowered. They have the most busted moves. Everyone's losing to them. People are off winning tournaments with them. At that point, you've implemented pay to win. And in my opinion, that is way less cool than giving you some pretty sparkles to look at when you spend $20 to unlock it. So it can be worse. So anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. I just wanted to give my 2 cents about that. Tell me what you think. I'm really open to hearing all of you guys' opinions. This is not going to be the last time we ever talk about these things in games, I'm sure. And I love having these healthy debates and just hearing each other's voices. Even if companies may not hear us, it's good to just hear from each other and just understand each other better. So anyway, that was it. A little bit of a heavier topic, I suppose. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah. Later.